Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CJ Unplugged. I am still in the same old gray, lifeless studio. I'm still stuck in here. I've actually been stuck in here for 3 weeks. I've been eating the carpet, dry erase markers, and surviving off the moisture from the AC. I am working on getting in the new studio. I have not been lazy, I promise. I've actually been working on it. I have, but we are still stuck here in this boring place, and I wish it was different. I do. I have reached out to the other studio 2 weeks ago before my last guest podcast episode last week, which went great. It was fun. Let me know how you guys thought it went. It was fun talking for an hour. Let us not get sidetracked anyways, though. The studio, I went and visited there to see how their infrastructure was, if you will, and I already talked about it. It was good. It was a lot better than this place, even though there's not really anything's better than this. Let's be honest. There's not a whole lot going on back here to upgrade from. So I went down there, I talked to the guy, and he said that I had to schedule a meeting with him because the way that works down there is you have to have like a walkthrough of how to use the multi-$1,000 equipment, right? This place, anybody could walk in here and make a podcast. Rachel Dolezal could come back to Spokane and make a podcast of her and her journey as a black woman and just walk in here. There is no guidance here in this place. There's no one to show you how to use. Okay, there is. He's next door. But to book this place and use this podcast studio, you do not need a walkthrough. It's crazy. Anybody could do it. Okay? My 10-year-old brother could do it. I don't even have a 10-year-old brother. If you have a 10-year-old brother, he could come in here and start a podcast. There's no age verification. It's crazy. So, with that being said, anybody can come here and start a podcast. But over there, it's a little different. You got to have a 30-minute little powwow meet and greet thing of show them how to use the microphone and the cameras and all that stuff. They actually have nicer cameras. They got better backdrop, green screen, whatever. I already go back to the episode. I already walked through it. I already talked you through it. It's better. But we are waiting on a response for them. It's been at least 2 weeks now. Maybe coming up on 3 by the time this episode's out. 2 to 3 weeks. I emailed them. They told me that's what I'm supposed to do is to email them and say, I'd like to schedule a meeting to do the run through to learn how to use the stuff, right? And I've not heard back. And I have not heard back, but there might be a reason to that. I could guess. It might be because I sent them. It could be, okay, we're just theorizing here. It could be because I sent 15 emails within 24 hours. That could be a possibility. Maybe we're theorizing. Or it could be the fact that maybe somebody gave up information to Hezbollah and Hamas that they're hiding Jews down there and gave them the coordinates and location of the studio. And I'm not saying that happened, okay? I'm not saying that would be a good thing to do. Shame on them if that's what happens. But if either of those things happen, theoretically, that would not be great. So I probably should not say that. They don't watch this. Who cares? I can say anything I want in here. None of the employees of this studio are watching my podcast, let's be honest. Even though when I sign up for the podcast every week, I do have to put down my name of the podcast, and I did sort of give them all my information. I just hope they don't watch this because what I might have said. Theoretically, we're theorizing. It wasn't me, okay? I'm a busy man. I'm not lazy anymore. I literally signed up. I'm not even kidding. I would much rather use that studio. It's so much closer to my home. It is maybe a 5-minute drive. I don't want to keep driving down here 20 minutes to do this, okay? So why would I make that up? Or why would I do... I don't know. This is all theorizing, right? I'm waiting here for my laptop for the Wi-Fi to come up because in order to pull up any interesting stories, you have to have a Wi-Fi, right? I don't have one of those fancy laptops that have the, whatever you call it, hotspot. I'm poor, okay? I'm poor. I'm not making any money off of this. But while we wait for this to connect, gotta talk about the obvious thing here. I gotta apologize for this giant red spot on my neck. It's horrible. And hopefully the microphone is actually hiding it. It probably is. But I have a giant. I'll show it for 1 second, okay? All right, you saw it? Moving on. I have a red spot on my neck. I apologize. It's a bit of an eyesore. I'm not proud to look at it either. We have Wi-Fi. Great. So unprepared for this. I signed up from 1:30 to 3 o'clock. Right now it is 2:15. I have 45 minutes to wrap this entire thing up. That includes recording, talking to this camera and microphone to you beautiful, lovely people. Thank you guys for watching. and subscribing. There's like 90% of you that aren't subscribed. So I know what you do. I know you watch my video from your story and then you just watch 5-10 minutes of it and you get a little giggle. Maybe you make fun of me. I don't care. Make fun of me. But you're not subscribed. So if you're going to make fun of me, if you're going to watch the video for 5 minutes, 3 minutes, I don't care. Just subscribe, please. That would mean so much to me. So for those of you who are watching every week and not subscribed, let's change that. Where was I? Red spot on my neck. Right. So yes, I have this red spot on my neck. It's been there for a few days, and I'll tell you how I got it. This is a true story. I never lie on this podcast. Everything I say in here is the truth, except for what I said earlier about the Jews and the Hamas. But I was at the doctor's getting checked on for my colon cancer, which, by the way, thank you for all the prayers and well wishes. I am doing better. It is looking up. As you guys know, I got colon cancer from eating Hot Pockets not too long ago, a few months ago. But I was in there for a regular checkup, right? I don't enjoy it. It's not great. Okay, I promise I do not enjoy it. Colon cancer and that entire doctor's visit, not a good time. Okay, I have PTSD from rubber gloves now. Those blue rubber gloves they wear. That's what I'll be dressing up as for Halloween because that's terrifying to me and other colon cancer patients. Anyways, I was getting checked on, and after I checked myself in, I went to the front desk. There's a short lady there. She's on her phone playing Candy Crush, whatever. She checks me in. I sit down. 5-10 minutes later, the nurse walks in, guides me to my room. I sit down on my chair, my little stool, whatever it is. You know that they have a stool next to the giant freaky dentist chair or whatever. And I was sitting there and I was waiting for the doctor to come in. And I was by myself. You know, they leave you alone in there to it's really scary actually, by the way. I'd rather a nurse be in there. Have you ever waited inside one of those rooms by yourself and all you have to do is look around, right? Because it feels rude to go on I don't know, maybe you go on your phone. Maybe it's the normal thing to do, but I don't because, I don't know. I'm on my phone in the waiting lobby, right? That's where I get out my TikTok and Instagram searching and doom scrolling, all that stuff. And then once I'm in that room, it's kind of scary to go on your phone. I don't know. I don't want them to think I'm recording, right? Or sending videos to people. I don't want the doctor to walk in. I'm on my phone because that's sus. You're in a room by yourself on your phone. What are you doing on your phone? Right? So I don't know my phone. I sit there and all you have to do is look around the room. You're just like, oh, there's the things where they put the needles and tissues and all sorts of tools and stuff. Anyways, I was sitting there doing that without my phone, just looking around. And all of a sudden, I kid you not, true story. And this is in Spokane. This is why I was just as shocked as you're about to be. I was sitting in that chair and Dr. Fauci comes around the corner and he goes, "Did you get the jab?" Pokes me in my neck with the COVID vaccine. Somehow he looked at my records and he found out I didn't have the COVID vaccine, and he just poked that on my neck. Right there. I'll show you one more time. Not even kidding. So now I unconsensually have the COVID vaccine. I feel fine. I haven't been able to sleep. We need to talk about that. I have not been able to sleep the last 4 days, and it has been horrible. I know, let me calculate. Probably 2 to 3 hours a night, which probably some of you are like, get over it. I sleep 30 minutes a day, work 12-hour shifts in construction, you little boy. Yeah, I get it, okay? I'm not comparing myself to you. I'm just saying I usually get 6 to 7 hours of sleep a night. Still isn't great. Studies show you need like 9 to 10, but I haven't got 9 to 10 hours of sleep since middle school, to be honest. So I've not been getting good sleep, 2 to 3 hours maybe, and I don't know why. I haven't been eating or drinking anything weird. I've been exercising during the day, hitting the gym. Haven't changed that much. I cannot pinpoint what it is. I try to take naps, and my body won't let me. I kid you not, it's like somebody sprayed caffeine on my pillow sheets. And is that a thing? Can you get sprayable caffeine? Because I swear somebody broke into my house and sprayed caffeine on my pillow sheets and my bed sheets and anywhere I might be breathing. Because I am just alert and aware. I could run a marathon. Not really. I would probably die after like 5 miles. I'm riding 5 miles today. I signed myself up for that with my best friend, Nick. Shout out. That's happening today. And I don't know how it's going to go because I have not been sleeping. I'm a little scared for that. But you know what they say, or whatever, the stupid term, things that are hard are good for you. So, pause. Yeah. Anyways, I guess I'm going on around later. I'm not looking forward to that much, but yeah, I only have like 20 more minutes to talk to you guys because I have to export everything and save everything, and I want this to go for at least like 30 minutes. 30 minutes is like the sweet spot when I have guests on, I like to do a little bit longer. But what was I talking about with the? Oh yeah, not sleeping. Well, I don't remember what I was talking about before that. I was going into something. COVID vaccine, Dr. Fauci, sleep. I've been hallucinating too. Like my dad called me this morning and he was like, I didn't see your text till 12 a.m. this morning. And I was like, what? I didn't text you. Looked at my phone. Sure enough, I texted him at 12 a.m. because I couldn't sleep. My dreams have been really weird. I don't quite remember them, but I think one of them had a gun pointed at me, which is not fun. Gosh, I wish I remembered I was gonna bring up. It was something about not sleeping. And yeah, I don't know. That's how life's been. Might take a little cut to see what kind of stories are going on. Off the top of my head, I can't really think of anything. We had the vice presidential debate, which I did not watch, but it was very civil. Both Walz and Vance talking to each other like, thanks for being here today. How your wife and kids, your husband and kids, non-binary, whatever you identify, whatever they are, how are they? Are they good? I keep doing like Trump hand. I hate that. We're just going to keep our hands here now. God, I need something for this desk. Here we go. This is going to be the new, am I allowed to show this? I don't have a sponsorship with Lysol, but we need something on this desk. Like, there we go. That'll be something. This place is so boring. Oh, it's coming to me. Wait, I was going to talk about something else. What was it? Wasn't the studio. Discussed that. Sleep. Discussed that. I don't know. Having a lack of sleep. Maybe that's why I have so much energy right now. I mean, I have been on a roll this whole podcast. I don't even know if I have to cut out. I usually do a lot of editing, and I've been pretty solid right now. So I don't want to have to do that much editing. Stories we're going to look those up right now because we got Wi-Fi. Thank goodness. I hope there's Wi-Fi at the other studio. It's probably better, let's be honest. And this place isn't that bad, okay? I could be in my room, in my bathroom, or a closet with an AirPod talking into it, which would be horrible. But these microphones and actually the camera's not the studio's, which does suck. There's not a camera in here. I think you're allowed to borrow. There's multiple media rooms. There's a music one, and then there's a podcast one, and then there's a video one, and the video one has the cameras and the green screen and stuff, but it doesn't have these kind of microphones. It's got like a boom mic from above, and so I just don't know how. I like this idea, especially with like guests having the Shure mics. These are nice microphones, right? My voice sounds amazing. You're welcome. But the microphones are also different at the other part. So I'm boring you guys with facts. Anyways, vice presidential debate. That's right. It went really well, and it was. I think America was quite surprised to see two people get along so well from opposing areas. But they agreed on a lot of stuff. You know, both Walz and Vance were both like, I agree with him on this, but blah blah blah, and he makes a good point, but blah blah blah. And thank you for bringing that up, blah blah blah. Gosh, have I missed that? I was Obama and Romney. Literally the last time that happened was Obama and Romney. And ever since Trump entered the picture, Trump was the one dude that changed it all up. He's not a politician. He was a billionaire celebrity. It's crazy. And he changed up the game because other people started seeing what he was doing and they just copied him. And now every politician, and even like senators and stuff, like Republicans, Democrats, independent senators, congressmen, everybody is just playing the Trump game. Trump totally changed up from this like so stuck up, fake, professionalism is important. Don't get me wrong, but we all know, come on, like a lot of it was pretty fake and stuck up and whatever. And then Trump came along, and now everyone's just mean on both. Everyone's just mean. That's what politics is now. It's just the mean game. So that's interesting. I'm gonna look up some stories right now. But in the meantime, it's pouring rain right now, which is October. September flew by, okay? For me, I don't know for you guys, September for me flew by. It is already October. We're in Q4, quarter four, baby. And we're out of internet again. How does this happen? Anyways, it is October. Today's the 4th. Wow. Goodness gracious, it's going by fast. Does the new season of Outer Banks come out today? It's October something. But unfortunately, I have to work tomorrow, Saturday, when this podcast comes out. Oh, we're back. Okay. This is what I'm always looking for with these news stories. This is literally titled "The Last 100 Stories Not About the Election." You know how hard it is to find interesting news stories that aren't about politics? And write it in it again. Regardless, it is very hard. I have to search up keywords like strange non-political news, crazy non-political stories or whatever. And I get jealous because other people are finding, like my friends and my family will send me these crazy articles. And I'm like, how do I not find these? Because I find some fun ones like the meth melons and the New York City train joyride thing. Those are fun. I love covering those. But I don't know how you just find, because every time I go to like Fox or CNN or whatever, it's just politics. Leave me alone. I get it. Election is next month, okay? It's literally in a month, 30 days. It is the 4th. Election is November 4th, I think. Yeah, literally 30 days. And I might sell everything I have right now. I'm not going to lie. Not to fearmonger or anything, but times are tough, okay? We're a little nervy, if you will, of the political system that we're going through right now. Now, these articles just said people we lost in 2020, 4 years ago. Forget about it. The storms. That's what I forgot to talk about. That's scary. I'm going to Florida this month in 3 weeks. But we're going to the East Coast. I don't think we're now going to play with this Lysol thing. I don't think the East Coast gets the hurricanes as bad. I'd imagine because we're like Miami and stuff, on a bunch of skyscrapers. Surely they wouldn't build skyscrapers where tsunamis and storms are, right? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, we built LA on California. That's a crap show. But anyways, so I am going there in a few weeks. We're going during hurricane season. Obviously Hurricane Helene was stage 4, level 4, whatever that means. Doesn't sound great, but I do know some people in Florida. Hope everyone's safe and praying for them. It is very scary what's going on down there. But yeah, I hope everybody's okay. It's not great. Not great. The latest on the coronavirus pandemic. God, I should have known not to open up CNN. Goodness gracious, what are these stories, dude? Are we still talking about corona? Are you kidding me? I just got my vaccine right there. Fauci did it himself. Are these like the last 100 stories of all time? Are we dating this back to like 2015? So half of these are about Alex Trebek. Kim Kardashian arranged a private Zoom call with Fauci and dozens of other celebrities. What? Can Biden heal America? This is before he was elected? These stories are ridiculous. Oh, it is. I'm pretty dumb. Last 100 stories that are not about the 2020 elections. Okay. Should have read the subheading. That's my fault. We're going to get out of here real quick. Finally, here's a good story. I've been looking forever. Finally found one. I'm a homeless ex-playboy model. I lived with Hugh Hefner. Now I'm sleeping in a tent. Right. And I dated Selena Gomez until the stock market crashed. And now I am living in low-income apartments in Spokane. Is this believable? I mean, she is a blonde chick that could look like any other blonde chick from whenever this, late 90s? When was she at? Early 2000s? Yeah, 2006, early 2000s. If you're just a blonde girl who's still holding up 20 years later, you could just say that, right? Any girl could say that. Wow, she's 41 now, claiming, I don't know how much I believe this, right? The idea that you were a Playboy model dating Hugh Hefner and now you're living in a tent, homeless? Is that what it said? Yes, homeless. By choice? Not by choice? I mean, maybe we just bought a bunch of coke and did a bunch of drugs. That's what I imagine. I mean, these models probably aren't the most brightest people, right? They don't have a PhD or a master's or even a bachelor's or associates or any degree at all. Probably dropped out of high school. So let's give them a little bit of a break. Former model who lived at the infamous Playboy mansion and partied with the world's biggest celebrities is now living in a tent. Luis Glava, age 41, was crowned Playboy's Model of the Year. Model of the Year in 2006, and now you are homeless. How do you explain that at Thanksgiving dinner to your family? That's got to be a tough Thanksgiving dinner and holiday meetings. So where are you at now, Luis? You were the model of the year, weren't you? 20 years ago, about 20 years ago. So what are you doing now? You modeling for a brand or whatever? I am actually. Thank you for that. I appreciate the memories. Oh, the memories of that. It was great. No, I'm actually homeless in a tent. doing yoga. It's great, though. I'm happy. Oh, good for you. Right. Yeah, well, go talk to Carl. The British beauty's fortunes took a turn in 2010 when she suffered a cardiac arrest following a breast implant surgery and spent 5 weeks in the hospital. Well, I mean, the risks that come with this, right? BBLs, cardiac arrests, breast implants. Yeah, you sometimes have to take a risk, and there's not always a reward. Sometimes you end up homeless in a tent. I don't know what to say, okay? Wish her well. She's still very beautiful, but I feel like she could easily find a place to stay. This whole tent situation is just an attention grab, right? Any beautiful 40-year-old woman could easily convince some drunk guy at a bar to go home with them and live with them. Not that hard, I imagine, right? Wouldn't work on me, personally, just saying that. I have standards, but I don't have family to fall back on, said the ex-model, so she's not invited to Thanksgiving dinners. Who was raised in and out of foster homes. Now I just feel terrible. I'm so bad at I gotta stop with this. I need to read the full article first and then discuss. But what kind of fun is that? There's no fun in that. So I will continue to not read the full article and bash these human beings that I have no idea exist, or that have no idea that I do this and that I exist. There will be no repercussions until there are, but it'll be a while. So we're waiting on that. We're waiting on those repercussions. You can't fire me. You cannot fire me, okay? My boss does not watch this. I'm trying to stay upbeat and make the most of my situation, but it's difficult. I need to get myself out of this pickle soon. Things have to change before winter hits. I still don't understand. She's beautiful. Like, how does any man, middle-aged man, aged 30 through 120, because you know these kind of women will go somewhere for money. She attended parties with stars including Leonardo DiCaprio, and Matthew Perry. Well, options aren't great. One of them likes minors, and the other one is dead. So, looks like she does not have anybody to fall onto. Poor girl. Wish you well. Hopefully you find a home before winter comes. Unless you're in California, then you're fine. Or like any southern state. Go down there, okay? I still don't understand how there's so many homeless people in Spokane. It is like -10 in the winter here. I'm getting out of Spokane for that reason. I'm not even homeless, and I hate that. Can you imagine being homeless and living in a place where it gets -10 and snows? It boggles my mind how there's homeless people here. I've been to other areas. Like Austin should have way more, and they have a good amount. But compared to Spokane, I'm not sure what's worse. Now, Austin is very hot. That is true. They get, 100 and 110, and it's humid. It's rough. But as long as you get water and a little bit of shade and food. I mean, out here, we get both, though. We get pretty hot summers for, like, a week. And then it stays, like, 80, 90. But we'll hit that 100-degree, weekend a few times, and it sucks. But then our winters also really suck. So I don't understand how these people do it. Props to them. Props to the homeless side. They're tougher than me, okay? I wouldn't survive 24 hours out there in the cold. That's why I'm leaving. Another fun story for the day. There's not very many. I apologize. I've been looking, but we are running out, unfortunately. Here's a fun one. Teacher offers extra credit to students who don't use the bathroom. Parents livid over barbaric policy. Well, I've literally had this happen as well. I think, I'm not going to lie, this is in college. Was it in college? No, this is definitely in high school. Wait. This was definitely in high school. Definitely in high school. Your little bathroom passes, right? Because, God forbid, you have to pee in high school when you're there from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Because you have to go during the breaks, even though your class might be... I went to a 4A high school with 2,000 students. It was 2 stories, 3 if you found the secret one. But anyways, if you had a class in the far corner over here at room, let's say 223, right? And then your other class was downstairs shop, 101, whatever. Plus there's like 2,000 students running around, right? You might not be a big guy. You have to walk across. Plus, what if you have to talk to the teacher? What if worst case scenario, you're sitting in the back of the class or the front of the class, farthest from the door. And you got to get to the next class within 9 minutes. Right? They say 10, but it's like 9 because do the math. I don't know. But sometimes you can't get there in that time. Or sometimes you just can't pee because the bathrooms also aren't strategically located. It's not like it's on your way to the class, right? There are usually 2 bathrooms on each. Well, 1, 2. Yeah. 2 bathrooms. 4 bathrooms. So one on each end. Your school, I don't even know why I'm explaining this. Everybody's schools are different. You guys know what your school's like. Back to the thing. Bathroom passes are done. Obviously, if a student's asking to use the bathroom every single day or multiple times and during a class, red flag, like, okay, you're on a limit, buddy. Here's a cup. Just hand them a cup or something. But I remember some classes, I think I got like 3 or 4 for the whole year. The whole year, 3 or 4 passes. At the end of the year, if you did not use them, you got 1 point, like 1 extra point for them. I don't think in college, though. In college, you can do whatever you want. In college, do not forget this. If you're a college student, you're listening. The professor is your employee. You are literally employing them. You are paying them to be there, okay? You own them. You own the professor, okay? Do not let it be twisted. Do not let him tell you anything different. He, she, they, whatever. So, if you're in college, university, do not let the professor own you because you literally pay his salary, okay, with your overpriced, ridiculous $3,000, $10,000, whatever it is you pay to go to school there. But you can leave whenever you want. You can go on your phone. I did have one professor one time, and it was, God bless her soul, she was brand new. It was her first year teaching. And she tried to like tell us not to use our phone, and we're like, no, they ain't gonna work on us. Like, you just can't tell college students what to do, unfortunately. I think you can kick them out of classrooms. It's a lot different than high school. There's no like principal that's gonna come down and scare you, right? But anyways, do not let the professors tell you what to do. You own them. You pay their salary. And that was one thing I was very adamant about, okay? Respect them, love them. They are still the authority, but you can't take your phone. And if I walked into a college room, if I walked into a college study and I saw bathroom passes, I would lose it. I would report the professor. I don't even know what I would do. I haven't even thought of that yet. But back to the high school story. I haven't even read the rest of the story. I'm just talking about my personal beliefs. Yeah, in high school I had a few classes that had bathroom passes. You got like 3 or 4 for the entire year, entire semester, or whatever it was. And if you didn't use them, you got extra credit. And so where was my article about me? Maybe this is about me. How crazy would that be? Like 7 years later, some parents found out about this from a podcast. No, but there was no article written about me ever. I did one very nice thing in high school, but we're not going to talk about it. I'm not a narcissist. The math teacher's pee policy doesn't add up. Comedians, get a load of this. This is lit. So funny. Why didn't I think of that? A California, surprise, educator has been accused of cruelty after awarding bonus points to students who don't take a bathroom break during class. A peeved parent of one of the... These words are so large and confusing. You could just say so much simpler terms for stupid Americans like me to understand, but words I can't even... Pedagogue. Pedagogue's pupils, I don't know what that means, leaked the bizarre bathroom rule in a post that has clocked up over 16 million views on X. Now listen, people are so soft, right? Why is this not even big of a deal? She is not telling the students that they can't use the bathroom. She's just saying, hey, if you come to class and you pay attention and you stay in class and you're not going hitting the vape, because that's what they're doing, not peeing, they're hitting their vape. They're going to the bathroom. That's what they're doing, okay? Reality check. This is California. Okay, reality check. They're hitting the vapes in the bathrooms. That's what we know. The parents are acting like they're not. My child can't go pee. He's hitting the vape. Okay? So, sorry. I yell in here a lot, and I realize I get looks probably. There's people next door to me. There's a giant window out here where people can see me yell, and it is not entirely soundproof. So, apologize to anybody out there. I get a little livid sometimes, and hopefully I didn't hurt your audio. We'll fix it in the editing. Anyways, why are we mad over it? Like I said, she's not letting people go to the bathroom. She's just saying if you stay in class, you'll get some extra points. And it's probably not that much, right? Let's be honest. You went to high school. I went to high school. They don't there's like one teacher that you love who's usually a divorced dad. God bless them. Who gives out some extra credit points that are actually decent. And the other ones are like, if you show up to class every single day, never have any absences, never use the bathroom, I'll give you half a point, half a percentage on your final exam. Let's be honest. We all have those professors or teachers. That's what I dealt with. My daughter's math teacher has a rule that they get only one bathroom pass per week. God forbid! I got 4 a semester! And they get 1 per week? Go during lunchtime. I'm not sympathetic anymore. These dang high schoolers, dude. California sucks. Fumed to the... oh, never mind. And if they don't use it, they get an academic extra credit. Fumed the mom named Sita. Mama Sita? This is lit. Her name is Sita. Mama Sita. Can't make it up. Whose daughter's in the unidentified teacher's class. Why have we identified them? We just wrote a news article. They have 16 million views on X. Imagine this is fake. Imagine this is even a real story. Where's my article? I'm livid, the mother continued, without identifying her daughter's age. Nothing's adding up. Unidentified teacher, unidentified age of the student. Is this even in high school? Did we already read that part? I don't know. But my daughter is mad that I want to email the teacher and get the principal involved. Am I wrong here? She's probably mad because she made it up, or maybe she doesn't even think it's that big of a deal. Like, yeah, Mom, sometimes I use the bathroom, sometimes I don't. And if I don't get extra credit, it's not even that big of a deal. Okay? I'll just hold it. You know? That's the rest of this article. I mean, there's more to it, but it's not adding up. Unidentified teacher, unidentified age. The daughter, like, she hasn't even gotten involved. So they wrote this article before they've even gotten involved with the school. And that's California. It's the same way the law works over there. They just see a white man. I'm not even kidding. In California, the police roam the streets and they see a white man and they arrest him before they even find out he did anything wrong, and they throw you in jail, and then they find weed or coke in your house or CP on your something. Okay, they just arrest white dudes down there. Did you know white people are actually the minority in California? Fun fact. There's two or three states. There's a stat that like the minorities in each state, in all 50 states. So like Hispanic, Asian, white, African American. I think there's like the main 4. And California, the minority in California, get this, white man. Not man, but just white people. So there are now more of other ethnicities and races in California than the white people. So that being said, the police are now just running the streets and arresting white people for no reason until they find a reason to convict you. And that's what's happening here. They write articles, they post on X, they get attention, they say things before they even go to the teacher or the principal to deal with it in the first place. Who knows if it's true or not, right? It's happening in California. It's going to spread to Oregon and then Washington. I'm getting out of here, okay? I'm going to Texas. It's going to be free over there, baby. So have fun. Have my glacier trip. I don't really have much to say. It's getting cold out here in Spokane. It's wearing a long sleeve for the first time. I don't know what that is. Kind of gross. Probably food or something. Don't look at that. But I enjoy the fall. I do love the fall season. I cannot lie to you. I love the fall season. And I am looking forward to wearing flannels and hoodies and jeans all year and staying warm and hot chocolate and Christmas and Thanksgiving and Halloween and my birthday. This is going to be Q4 is happening, baby. Q4. Q4, baby. October, November, December. That's what that means. There's four quarters. It's like seasons almost, but not quite. So we're going to enjoy Q4 as it comes. And I don't know if I have anything else for you guys. Follow me on Instagram at cadenkaiserman. That's at CADENKAISERMAN. I will be in Florida the 24th through 29th, I believe, in like 3 weeks. And come see me at the Spokane Comedy Club downtown Spokane. Tuesdays and Wednesday nights. Free shows. As always, I'll post any sort of updates going on my Instagram. Check out my link tree where you can find my TikTok. I need to post more stuff on TikTok, I admit. I haven't even started the YouTube thing. I am behind. I'm not lazy. Just behind. I'm busy. I'm working on things that I cannot tell you about yet. Okay? Top secret information. Get out there and vote. The election's coming up. Don't care who you vote for. Just do it. Just vote because it's very important. We live in a democracy, right? Your vote matters. It definitely is going to do something. It's not. Unless you live in a swing state or something. And props to the rescue mission from SpaceX and Elon getting those astronauts out of there. I guess they're working on it. I don't know how long it takes. I think they're on their way back. But I got to get going because I have 11 minutes to wrap up. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Have a good night. I don't have anything to end with. Bye.